What's up, my peoples? What's up, my peoples? It's Ted here with Bodies and Wicks, and I'm here to do a little video on MetaTrader 4. Um, as I know, I've been doing a lot of live trading, and I've been doing a lot of it about crypto, and I've been talking to a lot of people, and they use all kinds of different methods, but they don't use MetaTrader 4. They just use basic exchanges, and I mean, while exchanges are great, they're great for holding money. Um, unless you're using like something like Kraken, and even then Kraken's basically almost the same thing. You're just exchanging, one crypto for another using the same kind of money. um it's you're barely growing your account, as to where, if you're using something like MetaTrader 4, you can grow your account in a pretty fast way. Now, keep in mind, I am not giving you any kind of financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I am just here to show you how to use MetaTrader 4. That is all, and it is up to you on how you do MetaTrader 4. But if you are interested in learning things like this, and also interested in learning things like smart money, like I usually teach, which is how to trade against the large institutions, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button. Also give it a subscribe if you want to, hit that alerts bell. Make sure you're tuned in to me. That way you can always get notifications and things like that. So what we're going to do is we are going to head on over, and I'm going to see if I can try to do this. I've never done this before, so we're going to see if we can do this. It's going to maybe look a little small, so I do apologize. Hopefully you got a big screen you can kind of watch this on, but we'll try to see what we can do, okay? So first, you go to Hugo's Way, right? And you go and you go fill out the information, right, for a demo account. Right, so put in your name, your address, your email address, I should say. Well, first, for first name, last name, and then email address. And then that gives you your leverage, right? I pick the highest leverage possible until you get a lot of money in your account. Then you want to start lowering down your leverage. But when you're starting out, you want to use your highest leverage. Then as a demo account, you can pick out what kind of size of money you want. So you can pick $1 million if you want, like I just did. Go ahead and log in. What it's going to do is going to send you an email. And then like I did just there, see I got the email notification. Go to the email notification. It gives you your information, your login information. So I cut it off so you can't see it. Now you go to search for your apps, whatever you use for your apps, search for MetaTrader 4. And it's going to look like that one, right? I already have it, so I open it up. What you do is you go to settings, and you go to accounts, and then you go to login using existing account, actually. And it should have like a Hugo's Way, or if not, search for Hugo's Way. And then it'll have demo, and then once you click in the demo one, then you'll be able to type in your account information. Right, so luckily this thing, for some reason, it only shows the account information. It doesn't actually show me typing in my password, which is actually really cool. I don't know why the screen recording thing does that, but it doesn't show you typing in your password. So I did enjoy that. So now that you have put in your login information and your password, go ahead and hit save password too. That way it remembers you, because if not, then you have to re-put it in again, and it's annoying. It's going to start you off with the basic stuff, right? The basic Forex stuff, right? And at the bottom, you can check when it's trades. You can check to see if your money is there, right? It is. In the top, sorry, I'm going to hit top pause right there. I'm going to go back just a little bit and do that. In the top right corner, right, there's a plus sign, right? You can hit add, right? So once you hit add, what it's going to do, well, I guess I went back a little bit too far. But once you hit add, it's going to give you all the different asset classes that you can add from. Now, Hugo's Way has a lot. I'm not for sure about a lot of other brokers. I know I've used Moga FX before, and all it had was it had your regular FX. It had your crosses. It had natural gases, and it had something else. It also had Bitcoin, right? So it had a couple of these. This has a lot of stuff. I mean, it has a lot of stuff. It has your exotics. So it's sort of like trading like the euro versus the rupee, the India, the rupee, or the dollar versus the kroner or something like that. So that's what exotics is. Your indices are, of course, your S&P 500, your NASDAQ, your Dow Jones. It also has like your the German one. I think it's called the DAX 30. It's called something else in here though. The German 30 also has the FTSE, but this one, it's called something else in here. Futures, I haven't really checked out futures, to be honest. I really need to check it out. Stocks, it has a whole lot of good stocks. Actually, I should go ahead and play through it, because I actually go through some of these. I click stocks right now. Here's all the stocks it has. Big ones like Google, Amazon, Twitter, things like that. Here is your crypto. It has a ton of crypto, as you can see. It even has crypto crosses, right? You can trade crypto crosses like ETH, BTC, or let me see here. I know it's another one, IOTA Bit. I don't even know what Bit is, but and then what you do is hit the plus sign, you add them. It adds them to your home page there, right? And then what you can do is, if you don't like something, let me pause it and let me go back just a little bit. If you don't like something, in the upper left hand corner there is a little pencil, right? You can click that, and that when you click that pencil, what that does is that you can click on something to remove it from your page, right? You hit the upper right hand corner was the dumpster sign, you do that. Now you can always add it back by going back into whatever class it is, and there was the class it was in, and you can always add it back if you want to. Here is the prices, and it also has the spreads. You can click on whichever you want, and then click chart. It'll give you the chart. Upper left hand corner will give you your time frame. So now I'm clicking on the different time frames on Ethereum. I think I'm on Ethereum. So I'm going through, hourly, 4 hour, and I can go through the daily, right? And then also it has, I'm getting the 15-minute now. It also has different indicators as well, right? I'm deleting all the different indicators that are on there right now, like the straight lines and stuff like that, just so I can show you the different ones. So right now, what it's showing you is the price set in this spread. So here is the indicators at the upper right. So, and it has them, separated by what type of indicator they are. So it's not a whole lot of indicators, but it's enough to play with, especially on a phone. You know, and plus you can zoom in on MetaTrader 4 and really, you know, get really close with some of these, you know, get like a really straight line, or if you want to do like a Fibonacci, like I always use, that I'm about to show you, you can get really close and get it to almost basically touch the line. That way you're not, you know, like just pulling something and guessing like that. See, there you can zoom in, and I'm just, you know, taking two fingers and spreading it, you know, across the screen of my phone. And so I'm doing the Fibonacci and I'm seeing where it's at, and I'm thinking, okay, and here that's in the upper center. That's if you want to add other indicators like moving averages and things like that. And once you're in there, you can click on your indicator, and you can, you know, adjust your indicator. Like right now I'm in the Fibonacci, and I'm adding in a different Fibonacci size. I just put in like a 0.333 something, 365 or 362 or something like that is what I put in there. And then so now you can't, I don't know if you can really see it, but it's above the 50. So now you can see I've added another line onto my Fibonacci. So just, and then if you hit the middle of the middle of the Fibonacci, the middle of the 3 bars, you can move the whole thing. And then I'm showing you how to move the each end of it. And then so now you have all your stuff for your indicators. Now I'm showing you how to, you know, put in a line. You know, if you want to do a trend line or something like that, there you go. You can put in a basic trend line. Then if you wanted to put in like a line with an arrow, I think is what I put in next. There you go. I'm putting it down there, and I'm saying, hey, this is gonna go up. So throw it in a little line with an arrow on it. There you go. Boom. It's gonna zoom up. Why not? Why not? Zoom up, Ethereum. Go ahead. It's probably gonna get a little lower, but you know, we're gonna say it's gonna zoom up right now. I still think it's gonna get to 1175. All right, so here is wherever you place your bets. You should say place your. That's what I call it. Place your bet. I just hit pause. So now in your as you can see on the left hand side, you have the sell, right? And it says sell by market. On the right it says buy by market. So it'll have your spread price, right? So it shows you your spread price as well. In well, basically if you're gonna sell, it is going to be with the red on the top, right? Yeah, actually, for some reason, it's actually going to be with the blue on the bottom. And yeah, for some reason it makes no sense. I really don't know why. Because if you're gonna sell, it's gonna be at the higher price. If I do believe so myself. Get sell to. Yeah, it's going to be at the higher price. Because by the time it gets down to where it actually is the price, the actual price, then that's when you break even. So if you hit sell, it's going to be at the higher price. If you hit buy, it's actually going to be at the lower price. So that way, whenever you go up, it's going to be by the time you get to the point to where you break even, then that's where that's basically your spread. So it shows you your spread right there. And on Ethereum, it's $3, right? So, and then in the upside, as you can see on the left side, you have a -0.1, a -0.01, and then you have the highlighted white price, right, or white, I guess you'd say 0.01. And then on the right side, you have a plus 0.01 and then the plus 0.1. What this does is this adds to your lot size, right? Now, if you don't know what a lot size is, I'm going to show you, right? I'm going to go ahead and go over to a different transition, right? So lot size is going to be measured by your pips, right? So your pips is basically your percentage in points. And so how how it's basically priced is by your base currency, right? So and then you have your pips and your pipettes, and how it is broken into is by basically 3 different parts. So your first 3, right, are going to be your base price, and that goes true for most of them. Some of them are a little bit odd, but some of them are absolutely true. So your first 3 here is your base price. So let me get this off of here because that did not work. Like with Bitcoin, right, it would be right here, right, would be your base price. These 2 would be your pips, right, and then your last would be your pipettes, right? And then with Litecoin, right, Litecoin's a little bit different. Litecoin is one of those that's a little bit different. It's your first 2, that's your I guess main price, and then these 2 are your pips, and then your last one is your pipette, right? It's your pipette's not always the last one, but usually is. I'm just going through different ones. So if you're going to do something like Forex, like GBP USD, this one, your first 3 is your price, right? And then the next 2 is your pips, right? And then your last one is your pipette. If you're going to do something like stocks, which you can do, like Apple, it's also going to be a little bit different. It's going to be kind of like Litecoin, right? To where first is your price. That wasn't supposed to happen. Why did that just move like that? Anyways, I'll just move these around a little bit. Go. And your last one is your pipette. Now, why does this matter? Well, I'll go back to the other one and show you why it matters, right? We'll have to get through it, and so now that we are back here, like I said in the so anytime, so your 0.01, right, your 0.01 is basically called your I guess your penny lot. It is actually 10 cents is what it represents. It represents 10 cents. If you add a 2 to it, or, 0.02, then it's 20 cents. If you add, a 3 to it, then it's 30 cents, and so forth, right? So what this means is that if it's a 0.01, right, anytime you make a pip, like I showed you in that last one, then you make 10 cents. So like with Bitcoin, if you have, $31,634, and it goes to $31,635, right? And you've only made a pip, and you made a pipette, or you made 10 cents, right? So for every dollar basically that you make in Bitcoin, right, then you make 10 cents. For Litecoin, for it's a little for if it's on the 10-cent mark, like for every, if it goes from 46 cents to 56 cents, then you've made 10 cents. GBP USD, a little bit different. You'd have to dig into that one, but if it's 4 decimal points in, then if it goes up one number, then you've made 10 cents. This is all assuming you've pressed buy. For Apple, the same as kind of like Litecoin. If if it goes from 142.53 to 142.63, then you have made 10 cents, meaning that, if you go from 142 to 143, then you have made $1, because each 10 cents, for each, times 10 would be $1. So, what does it have to do with you making a lot more money? Well, the higher the lot sizes that you add, the more money you can make. So let's just say, and here we go, I start adding bigger lot sizes, and I actually think I add a full lot size, and I compare it to adding one of the smallest lot size. So I take a 1 lot size, right? I buy it. As you can see, we are negative $300 and something, right? Because that's our spread. That's our spread, right? But the thing is that considering the spread is only $3, as long as it can get above that spread, then you're in the positive, right? So it's not like it's going to take you forever to get across that spread. It's going to take you the same time to get across that spread as it is as if you were to put in a 0.01 like I just did, right? It's going to take the same exact amount of time. The only difference is that there's a lot more money involved. So that's bigger risk involved with it, right? Also, the risk involved is I click here. I didn't really show it to you, but with each pip, or with each 0.01 that you risk, I'm just showing. What I'm doing now is I'm putting in stop losses and take profits. So what you can do, and I should probably back that up a little bit, that way I can show you a little bit better, is here up at the top you have a stop loss. But what that means is that if it goes below a certain point, then it's gonna automatically take you out of the trade. You can put in a number, a price, that make you feel comfortable with. If you feel like you want to lose $20, if you feel like you can lose $100, you feel like you can lose $1,000. Oops, sorry, I keep moving it around. You can put that in your stop loss, and then your take profit is what you want to try to aim for as far as how much money you want to make, right? So that's what I'm putting in here. So I put in my stop loss. Now I'm going back in, and then now I'm thinking of a take profit. I'm putting in take profit. And one thing I did forget to mention is that for each 0.0 or 0.01 that you do trade, right, the broker takes 5 cents, right? So for the smaller one on the bottom, he's only taking 5 cents. For the one on the top, since I put in a full lot, he's taking 50 cents. So I'm showing you there. I'm showing you that on both of those as I pulling each of those up and down, right? At the very bottom, right, there's like a broker fee or something like that. There's also a swap fee. A swap fee is if you hold the trade for more, or for the next trading day. For crypto, I believe that's later in the evening. I know for Forex, it's like 5 o'clock New York time. But for crypto, I believe it's 2 hours later, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure. I know for indices, it's also the same as crypto. It's like 5 o'clock, because that's when it stops the New York trading day, and then it starts the next actual New Zealand trading day. So it'd be like 6 a.m. in New Zealand or something like that, or 5 o'clock in the morning in New Zealand. Whenever it's actually 5 o'clock in New York, it's something close like that. So going back and show you the different ones. So I think I pick a different one now. Yeah, I pick Litecoin. And the reason I pick Litecoin is because I want to show you that you can also short it, basically. So I go to Litecoin, I go to check out the chart, and then I just decide, even though it looks like a buy, I just go ahead and decide to short it, right? So sell. Now you can sell on these too. So now I have Litecoin on here on my trades, right? And the reason I'm able to do all this is because I have a huge balance, right? You'd have to have a big enough balance to do this, right? If your margin, your free margin here, or your margin, if your margin level, I think, I'll wait till it goes back, and I'm putting in stop losses and in profits here just for the heck of it. But if your margin percentage gets less than 100, then your broker can automatically take you out. It's actually at 70% is when they will take you out, or that at least when Hugo's Way will take you out. So the more money you have, the more money you have to play with. The more your margin percentage is going to be, the more your free margin is going to be. And then your margin is probably going to be, I'm not for sure exactly what your margin is, but it's your lowest. It's generally how much like money you typically like put in at first. It's almost like throwing in an ante. Again, now I look back and now my screen is blue because I'm in the positive now, but watch how quickly it turns red. Boom. so so that's how risky it can be, especially if you're trading with actual lot sizes with $10. But if you have the account size to do it, this is how you can earn a lot of money. By I didn't do the whole $1 thing like I should have, which is what people, basically what they tell you to do is that for every $100 that you have, is you should trade with a 0.01 or a 0.02 lot size. So if you have a $500 account, then you should trade with a 0.05 to a 0.07. If you have a $2,000 account, then you can trade with a 0.2 to a 0.23. That's generally kind of the rule of thumb of what you should trade with, as far as when it comes to trading like this, on TradingView. Here I'm showing you the simple view just versus the advanced view. One just shows you the price, the other shows you the spread and everything. And then I think that may be about it. I think I may show you how to close a trade. Yeah, so if you go and hold over the top of one of your trades, it'll ask you if you want to close it, modify it, or chart it. You can hit close, and then it'll ask you to close. And if you hit close, you do. And as you can see, the balance went up. And the reason the balance went up is because we closed in the positive. So we actually made money on that one lot trade, right? The one that we were $300 in on the negative at first. we got above the spread, and since we got above that spread of just $3 on Ethereum, we made money on that, right? And as long as we made more than $50, then we also, made more money than what the broker charged us as well. So you can still be in the positive on these, but it may still show this top of the screen red. And if it does that, it's because you haven't made more than the broker fees just yet. So, um, anyways, that's how you trade on MetaTrader 4. I know a lot of people don't know how to, you haven't used this before. So I wanted to do a quick tutorial on how to use MetaTrader 4. Hopefully I can get you guys interested in trading this way instead of using what you're typically doing, which may be something as simple as Coinbase or whatever you're doing. Maybe you're doing Kraken, which Kraken's cool. Whatever you're using. I suggest MetaTrader 4. But before you do MetaTrader 4 and you want to do crypto, find a broker that has crypto. The reason I was showing you Hugo's Way is because Hugo's Way does have a pretty big selection of crypto. It doesn't have all of the crypto, of course. It's really difficult to find a broker that has crypto for MetaTrader 4, to be honest. Most of them have Bitcoin, but not a lot of them have a selection of crypto like that. I think the other one that does is called Xcoin. But I'm not for sure what kind of selection that they do have. So do some research. If you want to use MetaTrader 4 and you want to use Hugo's Way, my link is in my referral link is dropped below. So if you want to, you go ahead and use that to sign up. You can. You just have to have a minimum of $50 to start trading with Hugo's Way. And you can start trading even Ethereum with that, with a 0.01 lot size, so you can take that $50 and if it's going to go up $10 and it is, and you're not going to lose more than $20 out of it. It's not going to go down $20 before it goes up 10. You can take that $50 and turn it into $60 pretty quick. And then you can keep going. And then with Bitcoin's also a big mover. It's actually a $7 spread if you're using a 0.01 lot size. So I can't even imagine what the spread is if you have something that's like a full lot size of $10 or 1.0. And then there are other tutorials out there on how to put money into your Hugo's Way account. The best way to do it is actually to do it through Cash App, or if you have any kind, or if you do own Bitcoin, which I'm sure most of you do. What you could do is you send Bitcoin to basically Hugo's Way accepts Bitcoin as cash to trade with. So whenever you go to deposit funds, it'll ask you how much, and then it'll say via what, and if you want to do it through your bank, it'll take a couple days. But it also has via Bitcoin. And then if you click Bitcoin, then it'll give you the QR code to scan. So you can scan the QR code, and then money's in your account generally within 5 to 10 minutes. There have been times, and I made bad decisions before, and I've gotten low on my account, and I knew a good trade was coming up, and so I hurried up and added money to my account, and I got back in the game really quickly and was able to make that trade and then turn it around and make that money right back and even more. So But everything I did tonight was with a demo account because I just wanted to show you. Plus, of course, and if you want to play around with it, with a demo account, I would definitely suggest doing that before playing with your own money with this. You do not want to start risking your own money trading this way, especially if you don't know how, if you don't know what the lot sizes are, and you don't know how the spreads, things like that. So I would definitely suggest getting a demo account, playing around with a demo account first, before you start putting in real money and trading this way. But anyways, that's all I got for this video for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for watching. If you can, please do me a huge favor, give this video a big like, and also if you want to hear more content like this, and if you want to see me doing some technical analysis, which I will be doing shortly in the future, especially after things calm down after today, the big crazy day that caused GameStop to go nuts. Then go ahead and hit subscribe, hit that alerts bell. That'd be very appreciative of you. I enjoy doing this a lot, so I enjoy having people as company as well. So again, thank you all for watching this video, and I just wanted to remind everybody to just wear your pants.